Students, finally your math exam is over. I'm Leena and welcome to Math Fam. You all must want to know how much you will score in math. So today I'll share answers of each and every question from your question paper. So keep watching till the end. So this is your math paper, today's math paper. If you will see here, this is set 33-1. This is from standard paper, okay? This paper is standard paper. So let us see the questions answers here. What is going to be the answer? Here the first question, it is there will be 20 MCQ. If you'll see the first answer, it is 5. Option C is the right option, 5 comma minus 3 is the right option. Then the second question, if you will see, given that the circle is given, you need to find out the length of each tangent. You know that you can take it here, you can take 30° and you can use trigonometric ratio. Answer is A, which is 3 root 3. Then third answer, using BPT, you will get it as option A, 0 comma 2. Then here the fourth question, if you'll do it, because 3 can be taken common and there will be more than one factor, so answer is option C, which is composite number. You can see the paper code here also. Then question number 5, two dice are rolled together. The probability that the sum of number obtained by divisible by 6. Now the divisible by 6 means the sum should be 6 and 12, and if you take the total possibility, it is going to be 6 by 36, the probability. So answer is going to be A, 1 by 6. The simplest form is going to be 1 by 6. Right, then the question number 6, the number of multiples 4 lying between 12 and 250. This is from arithmetic progression. If you solve, you will get answer A, 59. Then question number 7, it is from surface area volume. A cone of maximum size is carved out from the solid L. Then the volume of cone is, if you see, maximum possible means the length is going to be equal to diameter, so radius will be L by 2. And if you take 1 by 3 pi r square h, which is volume of a cone, you will get answer as option A, pi L cube by 12. Now equation of another parallel line, you know that parallel line A1 by A2 will be equals to B1 by B2 will not be equals to C1 by C2. If you check that, here you will get the right option as x minus 3y equals to 7, option number C. Ninth question, it is again based on application of trigonometry. It's written that the shadow is root 3 times height. If you'll remember, I have discussed the same question in my one of the shorts also. Then the altitude of the sun, it's going to be 30°. Now here the roots of this, it's a nature based on nature of root, which is b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. And if you solve, you will get option A, plus minus root 24. Then 11th question, what is going to be nth term? So you can take here A is minus 1 by 3, D is going to be 1, and nth term formula, if you'll do it, it will be option number B, which is n minus 4 by 3. Then question number 12, it is based on tangent. You know that you can use trigonometric ratio, or this angle is going to be 45 degrees, so both sides are equal. You can use Pythagoras theorem or trigonometric ratio. If you'll use it, then you will get the answer as root 2r or r root 2, right? Here question number 13, it is based on similarity of triangle, because similar triangles corresponding sides are equal, so I can take this is equals to BC by RP, which is equals to AC by QP. If you simplify this, your answer is going to be here 3.6 centimeter. Next question, it is from the quadratic polynomial. What is written? The sum and product, it's given minus 1 by 3 and 2 respectively. So you know that the formula is x square alpha plus beta times x. You can take it here k common plus alpha beta. This is the way you get the quadratic polynomial. And if you will solve it, you must get here answer as D. One thing here, when you are solving, you will get x square plus x plus 6, and minus sign can be taken common, so it will become, every term will become negative. Alright, now here, if you need complete solution, please message me. I'll send you the solution of every question. Here also, it's a sine 2 alpha is this. You know that you will compare root 3 by 2 is how much sine, it's 60, alpha value will be 30. So sine 90 is going to be option C, which is 1. Then 16th question, if you see the median and mode of the distribution are given, you know that what is the relationship? 3 median is equals to 2 mean plus 1 mode, right? Plus mode. If you'll use this equation, and when you solve this question, it's going to be 24.75. Option number A is the right option, correct? Here, then the next question, 17th question here, it's a good question. It is based on, it's given ABC as an equilateral triangle, AD is the median. So how are you going to solve it here? You know that 0, 0 means it will be origin. So it is on the straight line. So it will be minus x comma 0, x comma 0. And if you use distance formula, you'll get the answer. And answer will be option number B, minus 5 by 2 comma 0 and 5 by 2 comma 0. Here it's a direct question. You will substitute tan 45 and cos 60. If you'll do the simplification, you will get answer C. And then 19th question, radius of smallest distance of tangent from the center to the circle is radius, right? Because shortest it's perpendicular. Why? Because the radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So it is the correct explanation. It's option A. Then tan 2 theta is not defined for theta equals 245. 2 into 45 is 90 degree. Tan 90 is infinity. So it is true that it is not defined, right? And sine 90 is not equals to cos 90. That is also true because sine 90 is 1, cos 90 is going to be 0, which is not equal. They both are true, but it is not the correct explanation. So option B is the right option. If you need the full explanation of these questions, please message me. I'll send you the solution. Let us go for section B here. It is given here very short answer. There are each question carry 2 marks. It's written here, find the length of the plank that can be used to measure the length 4 meter 20 centimeter and 5 meter 4 centimeter exactly in the least time. Now exactly means it's an equal division. You will take here 420 centimeter and 504 centimeter. You need to find out the HCF. HCF is going to be 84 centimeter. So what is the maximum possible? What will be the least time the maximum possible length can be taken out? It is 84 centimeter. So answer is 84 centimeter. Now question number 2, it is based on AP. There are internal choice. It's written first term is given, last term is given. You can use AN formula, right? Nth term formula to find out how many terms will be there, and then SN formula to get the sum. So you will use AN formula and then SN formula, and if you will do that, your N is going to be here 22 terms, right? And here if you take S22, it will be 242. So this is the way. Again, if you need the full solution, you can please send the message in the comment. I'll give you the solution. It's written next one again. Find the sum of S28. You need to find out nth term is given. So here using this formula, you can get A2, A3, A4, and using that you can get first term and the common difference. And if you're doing it, S28 value will be 1162. So this must be the answer. After that, 23 question. This is again from coordinate geometry question. This is what is given here, diagonal AC and BD intersect at P, right? So you know that in the square diagonals bisect each other. So P will be the midpoint of BD. I can get here the coordinates of P, that is going to be 5 comma 2, right? Now using this, what we need to find out here, find the coordinates of P using midpoint formula. You got this. Then how to get the length of one side of a square. Now you don't have this coordinate x1 y1 and here x2 y2. They are not asking you to find out the coordinates. We can't do it because one of the coordinates should be known to get the other coordinate. So what we will find out here, we will find out here BD length, right? BD length, if you'll do it, it's going to be root 128. That will be 8 root 2. Because you know that here this is 90-degree angle, we can use Pythagoras theorem. BD square is equals to BC square plus CD square. Now this is a square. I can take it as SNS. So the relationship between side and the diagonal, you should know diagonal is root 2s. Now here if you'll do it, it's nothing but 8 root 2 by root 2 is side. So side length is going to be here 8 centimeter. It's nothing, no unit is given. So it will be, you will just write down as 8 units, right? And what is the coordinates of P? It is 5 comma 2. Right? There's an orbit also here. Find the coordinates of a point on the line which divides, which is equidistant from 6 comma 4 and 5 comma 2. So you are going to here you will take a point as P, which will be x comma y. You will find out it's equidistant from 2 points A and B. Then you will get a relationship. That relationship, if you will solve this, PA square is equals to PB square, right? Then when you will do it, you must get here x plus y, which is going to be equals to 5. That's given here. You will get 2x plus 4y is equals to 23. Now this point is on this line, so it must satisfy this equation. So another equation is x plus y is 5. These two equation, if you will follow elimination method or substitution method, you will get x and y value. And I'm sharing the answer here. X value, x coordinate is minus 1.5 and y coordinate is 6.5. So your answer here, the point coordinates of the point is going to be minus 1.5 comma 6.5. Right, again if you need the solution, please put the message on the comment. Now question number 24, if we take it, this is a quadrilateral intersect each other at a point of O, at a point O, such that AO by OC is equals to BO by OD. Show that it's a trapezium. To show that trapezium, I have to just I should know that if I'm taking trapezium, opposite sides are parallel. So first you just draw one quadrilateral, right? If I draw one quadrilateral ABCD, what is given here? The intersection. They both diagonals intersect at O. So I can take it here. Here the figure is also not given, so the marks weightage will be there for figure also. Now what is given? OA by OC, right? Now if I can prove this triangle is similar to this triangle, I know alternate interior angles are equal and they will be similar. So whenever this is given, you can transpose AO by BO will be equals to OC by OD, right? AO by OC, and you know that vertically opposite angles are equal. So using SAS similarity, you can say that triangle here AOB will be similar to triangle. Now A corresponds to C, right? So COD. The moment you write on this, then corresponding, because similar triangles, corresponding angles are equal. So angle B will be equals to angle D here, and angle this part is equals to this. Since alternate interior angles are equal, then you can say that AB is parallel to DC. AB is parallel to DC means it's a ABCD is a trapezium, right? So again this question is based on triangle. Now next question, question number 25 here. A toy is formed by a cone mounted on hemisphere of radius 7. So here radius is 7 centimeter. The total height of the toy is 31 centimeter. Now the total height is 31 centimeter. You know that the radii, this part is 7 centimeter. So the remaining part here, it's going to be 31 minus 7, which is nothing but here 24 centimeter. So I know the surface area is going to be pi r L plus 2 pi r square. Then pi r is common. It will be L plus 2r, which is nothing but pi r L plus d. If you simplify this, you will get L as using h square plus r square formula here, and you will see that L you are going to get it as 25 centimeter. Okay, once you get L as 25 centimeter, if you substitute here, then your answer is going to be here. If I take this, what will be your answer here? Your answer 25, and here if I'm taking 22 by 7 into R is this, L is 25 plus double the radius, which is 14, you will get answer as 558 square centimeter. Right, so this one is your final answer. This section C, the first question, it's a trigonometry proving question. How will we do it here? First thing, again, you need to get proof that this is equals to 1, right? So whatever is given, you will do squaring both sides, because you will get it as 1 plus 2 sine theta cos theta will be right side square will become 3. That means you will get the value sine theta cos theta value is 1. Now here you will take LHS, you can take it here, sine theta by cos theta plus cos theta by sine theta, and if you do it here, it's a sine square theta plus cos square theta by sine theta cos theta. So, and you know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1, and from this above statement 1, so you are reaching to here RHS. So your left hand side becomes equals to right hand side, hence proved. Next question, this is a good question. Now here you know that the right hand side also it's a square. So what you can do here, you can take a plus b whole square identity you will use here. This also you can use a plus b whole square identity, then convert everything into sine and cos, and you will see that you are going to reach here. Then it must be in the form of a plus b whole square, whatever you are getting it here. So again, if you want the full solution, please message me. I'll send you the solution of these questions. Now question number 27, it is from area related to circle. In the given figure, the chord subtend an angle 120 degree at the center of the circle with radius 7 centimeter. Here the radius is given as 7 centimeter. You need to find out perimeter of the major sector. What is the major sector? If you see here, this part is called major sector other than minor sector. But we don't need to find out the area of major sector. They are asking perimeter. So perimeter is nothing but the here arc length plus 2 diameter, because this is going to be the perimeter of your major sector. So what is going to be the perimeter here? If I take it, it will be theta by 360. So it will be 360 degree minus 120 degree, because I need to get this angle as 360 degree minus 120 by 360. So your theta is nothing but 360 minus 120 into pi into 2 pi r. So 2 pi, and what is your r? 7. Then you need to plus do 2r, which is 2 into 7. So what is going to be answer? When you'll do this, you'll get the perimeter of this major sector. When you're doing the simplification, if you'll do it, you will get it here 2 pi by 3 plus 1, but you need to substitute the value of pi. This one will become 130 by 3, and that is 43.33 centimeter. Because it's a perimeter, it will be in centimeter. This is your first part. Now second part, if you'll see it's written, you need to find out the area of shaded segment. Now area of shaded, it's, if you'll see, this is nothing but the minor segment. Now minor segment area, what how do we take it here? Minor segment area, you will take area of sector, that is 120 theta by 360 into pi r square, which is 7 square, minus area of triangle. Here area of triangle they have already given. If you'll do the calculation, your answer must be 30.13 square centimeter. This is your answer of this question. Now question number 28, it's a proving question. This is from chapter 1, and you will take it here. You will use it by taking, let root 5 be prime. It is going to be a rational number where p and q are co-prime, and q can never be equals to 0, and then you will prove it, you will contradict that there will be a common factor 5, right, other than 1, and that's why p and q cannot be co-prime numbers. Then it contradicts our assumption that root 5 is a rational number, right? And then next question number 29, find the two consecutive negative number. Whether it's a negative or positive number, you will follow the same thing here. Two consecutive numbers, it will be x and x plus 1, and if you will take it here, x square plus x plus 1 whole square, it is 481 as per the question. Now how are you going to solve this question? You will simplify, you will get a quadratic equation. So your quadratic equation from here, simplest form will be x square plus x minus 240 is equals to 0. If you simplify, you will get x as minus 15 or plus 15. Now x cannot be equals to plus 15, because in the question they have given that it has to be negative. So it will be minus 16, and then x plus 1 is going to be minus 15, right? So your two consecutive numbers, negative numbers, integers are going to be minus 16 and minus 15. So your answer of this question is going to be minus 16 and minus 15. Now question number 30, if you see, x comma p, x comma 7 divides the segment which is A and B, the line segment, in a certain ratio. Whenever the certain ratio is there, you will take it as k is to 1. Find the ratio and hence find out the value of x. This is the direct question. You have done so many questions of these kind of question in your exercise. So I am sharing the answer here. Only a ratio must be 3 is to 2. K is to 1 is going to be k is to 1 is going to be 3 is to 2. So k is going to be, what is the ratio here? You will get it here. 3 is to 2 is your ratio, k is to 1 is 3 is to 2. So your ratio is nothing but 3 is to 2, and if you will solve it using here, once you get the ratio, Then that section formula, using section formula, x coordinate is missing, and you can get the x coordinate. X coordinate should be 11 by 5. This is direct question using the formula. Now 31st question, two tangents P and PB are drawn to a circle with center O from the external point. You need to prove that they both are equal, right? So here question number 31, you need to draw the figure, and that will also carry weightage, right? So if I draw a circle here and there are two tangents drawn from the external point, right? What do I need to prove here? This is PA if I take it here, and then PB. What is another tangent if I take it here? PB. And there is a center O. What do we need to prove here? APB, right? This angle is angle APB is equals to 2 times angle OAB. Now because they are talking about OAB, so you have to join all these parts here, join A to B also. So how will you take it? You know that this angle and this angle are always supplementary, right? So we can take it here angle, if you take here angle AP B plus angle AOB is always 180 degree, right? Now here, because it's isosceles triangle, so this angle will be equals to this angle. Now you will use angle sum property, so I can write down here angle AOB will be 180 degree minus, because they both are equal, 2 times angle OAB, right? Because it's a base angle is equal. If you substitute here these two equation, if you solve it, you will reach to this result. Now there is an orbit also. How do we do it? This is a different type of question. How do you do here? This question, if you see here, it's given here OA is 10 centimeter and then AB is 8 centimeter. So using Pythagoras theorem, because it's a perpendicular, you know that you can get the length of that is going to be 6, right? So 10 square minus 8 square. So OB will be equals to square root of 10 square minus 8 square, that is going to be 6 centimeter. Once you get that, you will prove that both the triangles are similar, because we need to find out the length of PB, right? So I can prove here the bigger one triangle is equal. So triangle AOP will be similar to triangle AOP, right? You know that this is 90 degree angle and this small triangle. So O corresponds to O only, because this O is the common angle. So we can write down O, and then 90 degree angle is at A. So A corresponds to B, so it will be BOA. The moment you have that, you know that the corresponding sides will be in equal ratio. So I can write down OP by OA will be equals to AP by BA, right? Now what is the length of OP? We don't know. So we can take here OA length is known. So OP, I'll take BO length is also these two, right? So OA length is 10, 10 by OB length is 6 will be equals to OP by OA, that is also 10. And if you'll do it here, it will be 100 by 6 is equals to OP, which is nothing but 50 by 3. And OP is nothing but, here I need to find out PB length, right? So I can take here PB length is equals to here PB will be equals to OP minus OB. If you subtract, you will get the answer 50 minus 3 by 6. If you do this, what should be your answer here? 32 by 3 you will be getting here, and the answer can be here 10.67 centimeter. That is the length. So using similarity, you are getting this also. Similarity and the circle concept, you are getting this. Now this one, it is 32nd question. It's from statistics. Median is given, an x and y value you have to find out. So you will get here two equations. I'm just sharing the equation. If you need the full solution, again please send the message in the comment box, then I'll share the solution. X plus y is equals to 21 here. This will be your first equation, and another, this is using the frequency, you will get the equation. Another equation you will get it using median. If you'll do it median, you will get the value of x as 13. Now from this you will get the y. When you substitute x in this equation, you will get y as 8. So these are the two missing frequency. In orbit, you need to calculate mean and mode. Here you mean, because the answer here it's a easy. You can follow direct method also. Sigma fi. If I take here mean, which is mean, x bar is nothing but mean, because here the direct method also can be followed, or any method answer is going to be same. I am here sharing the answer of the direct method. So 1740 by 50, which is going to be 34.8, right? This is going to be your mean. Similarly, median using, you need to find out mode. Mode formula you will use here, and what is going to be the mode, modal class here. 13 is the highest frequency, so this is going to be a modal class. This will be your F1, this will be your F0, the next frequency will be F2, and if you use the mode formula, your mode is going to be here 42.31. This is your mode. So 3 plus 2, here you will have 3 marks, right here you will have 2 marks. Correct. So this is there. Now this question here, 33rd, mostly you will see the triangles. They were orbit internal choice, but this year, many of the paper, this question was compulsory, and this question they felt difficulty also, because here if you see AD is the median. X is the point on AD such that AX is to XD is 2 is to 3. So can I write down here 2 is to 3? Then BX is extended till Y such that it intersect AC at Y. Prove that BX is equals to 4Y. First thing you know that BX by XY will be equals to 4 is to 1. I have to take this ratio BY. If you see this BX is to by xy should be 4 is to 1. Now here I have to use either similarity or, because it's given here median. So first step you need to remember, you will draw a line parallel to here. If I draw here DG, which is parallel to BY. Now what happened here in triangle, if you will see in triangle BCY, because D is the midpoint and this is parallel to this. So using here converse of MPT, midpoint theorem that you learned last year, it is midpoint theorem. If you will see, you know that Z will be the midpoint of, Z is midpoint of CY, right? The moment you say that, that means here CG will be equals to YG. And because G is the midpoint, then you know that if the line is parallel and D and G are the midpoints, then here we can say that DG will be equals to half of BY using MPT, midpoint theorem, right? And this is nothing but By is going to be equals to 2dg. So you can label this as number one. This is your first finding. Now because I have to relate Bx and Xy are the parts of By. So this is my first equation. What else can you do it here? If I take after this, you will prove that triangle here AXY. If I take AXY, because there you will get the part AXY, right? AXY is similar to triangle ADG. Using which similarity you can take it not, because this is parallel, so this angle, corresponding angles will be equal, this angle is common, so using a similarity I can get this, right? I'm not writing all the steps, I'm just sharing the answer. If you have any doubt, please put the message in the comment box. Why am I doing this? Because now I can take the ratio here AX by AD, which will be equals to xy by dz. I don't want ay by ag, so we are not taking it. Now, if you see 2 is to 3 is given, so ax is 2, so ad will be 5, which is equals to xy by dg, right? So, if I write down this, then dg will be equals to 5xy by 2. This is your second equation. Now you can directly, you know that here by, because I need bx and xy. So I can start with by is nothing but bx plus xy. Now I need the ratio of these two. That means I need to substitute by. What is your by? 2 dg. So from 1 and 2, you need to substitute values from 1 and 2. By is nothing but 2 dg, right? Bx plus xy, and here I know that dg from 2 I can substitute as 5xy by 2. 2 gets cancelled, minus xy from the right hand side will be bx. So this is nothing but 4xy, which is bx, and bx by xy will be equals to 4 by 1, or you can do the cross multiplication, we reach to the result. This is hence proved. Right after that, if you lose, this is your, here your 33rd question was a 5 marker question. We are discussing now 5 marker question. Now your next 5 marker question is from linear equation. Equation graphically means you must got one graph sheet where you need to draw linear equation of these two given statements. And if you will check here, your graph will intersect at 5 comma 1. That is going to be the solution of the pair of linear equation. That means it's going to represent the intersecting lines. Now, orbit is also given 5 years ago. Adil was thrice as old as Bharat. So, if Bharat's present age is X and Adil's present age is Y, we'll get the two equations here. What is going to be the two equations? I'm directly writing again the equation. You must get it here, 3x minus y will be equals to 10, and the another equation will be 2x minus y should be minus 10. Then show that the system of linear equation is consistent with unique solution. That means if you'll do elimination method, we have to reach to one solution. So here when you solve, you will get x is 20 and y is 50 years, right? So answer must have the units. Find the present ages. Here, why, how can you say that intersecting means you are going to get one solution? Find their present ages. If you are finding, that is also going to be 20 years and 50 years are your answer. Now, after that, question number 35. This is also mostly this question. Earlier, it used to sometime it comes as case study also, but this year you got it as a compulsory question. What is written? Sometime there was an internal choice also, but in this paper it is a compulsory question. It's written: a boy standing on a horizontal plane is flying a kite with a string of 60-meter length. An angle of elevation is 30° to the kite, and another boy standing on the roof which is 20-meter high building. Find the angle of elevation of the same kite to be 45° if both the boys are on the opposite side of the kite. So first, can I take here, this is, if this is the kite position, right? Now this is the ground level, correct? In this ground level, one boy is standing here and there is an angle of elevation which is 30° and the length of the string is 60 meter, correct? Now here, this is the height of the kite. Correct. Now, what is written here? On the opposite side or from the 20-meter high building. So, if this is a 20-meter high building on the ground, from here, so this is position A, right? This is position, if I take it as B, you can mark here 90-degree angle. This is C and this is D. Now, at D, another boy is standing and now the angle of elevation is 45°. So you will draw here horizontal because I need horizontal line and this angle of elevation to be 45 degrees, right? This angle is 45 degrees. So what are my two triangles here? Triangle KED and triangle ABK, right? Then here also the opposite will be 20-meter. I can take this as H, and if I take this as X, because what do I need to find out here? Height of the building, which is KB. So here KB is unknown, AB is missing. What you will do here, because 60 meter is known, to find out the height of the kite, you can take triangle ABK and I can take here opposite by hypotenuse. So I can take here sine 30, which is going to be here BK by 60. Sine 30 is half. So BK, which is the height, it is going to be here 30 meter. The flight is flying at a height of 30 meter. Right. Then after that, to get that question here, if you need to, this is the distance which is x, right? So again, this is the adjacent, so I can take here cos 30 which is equals to here cos 30 which is equals to x by 60, and cos 30 is root 3 by 2 into 60, which is going to be 30 root 3. Right, so this is nothing, you are getting it as 30 root 3 distance from the bottom here, 30 root 3. Now here you got it here the x value also as 30 root 3 centimeter, and root 3 value is also given. So we can substitute here. What is going to be substitution here? 1.73. So you can take 30 into 1.73. If we do it, we'll get it here 51.9 centimeter. So this is nothing but equals to 51.9 centimeter. What do I need to find out here? I need to find out the distance of the first boy, which is at A, from the base of the building. Now base of the building is C, a boy is here. So this total distance we need to find out, right? To find out this, again I need to get the length of BC also here. BC also we need to find out. So how can we find out here BC? So to calculate this distance, this is parallel to this, right? So if I write down here y, you can take the triangle here KED. If I take triangle KED using tan, if I take here tan 45 degrees, that is going to be 10 by y. Tan 45 is 1, so y will be equals to 10 meter, right? So because tan 45, so this also it is 10 meter. So what is the distance of boy from the base of the building? It is going to be this total distance here. If I take it here, this distance from the building, it is going to be AC, right? This is AC, not AB. So total distance is going to be here. AC will be equals to 51.9 plus 10 meter. That is going to be 61.9 meter, right? So we got the answer here. There will be two answers. It is going to be here. Well, how much did you get it here? 30 meter, which is the height of the kite from the ground, and the other one is 61.9 meter. That is the distance between the first boy from the base of the building. This is your first case study question. It says during a theater drama, a backdrop of building arcs was used. The shape of the curve shown can be represented by a polynomial. So here if you'll see, this is nothing but a quadratic polynomial, right? Where the x is the length in feet on the stage level. What is written here? You need to see that this is looking like a parabola. Now determine the height of the arc. Now if you will see, height of the arc means it's a perpendicular distance, this distance, correct? Which is nothing but the y. But we are having only x coordinate. So because when x is 1, you just need to get the value of p1, that is going to be the height. Right, so if you'll take it here minus 1 square plus 2 plus 8, you will get it as 9 feet is going to be the height. So this height is 9 feet, right? After that, what is there in the second question? Find out the zero. Zeros means you can follow factorization method here. You can do here 2x plus 8. If you factorize, you will see that you will be getting here x minus 4 here, x minus 4 times minus x minus 2. If you equate with 0 to get the zeros, your answers are going to be x equals to 4 and x is going to be equals to, or it can be minus 2. That means now you look at here, because you need to mention on the graph what are these are the zeros, but on the graph which points are representing this. So you can take it here B point, which is with minus 2 comma 0, and point A will be with 4 comma 0. Because this is to the positive side, here it will be 4 comma 0, this point will be minus 2 comma 0. Orbit, if you see it, what is the span of arc on the stage floor? So here also you need to get it here. What is the here the span of the width? You need to find out AB width. So because it is on x-axis, I can directly take mod value, or you can use the distance formula also. This is absolute value because the distance will not take the negative value. From here to here, distance is 6 feet, or if you use distance formula also, you will get the same answer. Next one, it's written, write down the coordinates of point of intersection of the above graph with y-axis. Now this is the graph, right? And if you see, this point is your intersection with y-axis, that means your x coordinate will be 0. That means we need to substitute here x value as 0. So it will become 0 plus 0 plus 8, which is going to be 8, right? So what is the coordinates? If you see, it is 0 comma 8. That's going to be the coordinates of that point of intersection on y-axis. Now after that, let us go for the second case study question. This is based on probability. It says that here, what does it say here? If you'll see, a group of friends wants to play cards with two identical pack of cards. Now here two pack of cards means it will be 52 plus 52, which is 104, right? While shuffling the cards, three cards are dropped. So what will be the total now remain here? 104 will become 101. Now what are those cards? Assuming that the drop cards were a queen of heart, a tens of spade, and the ace of clubs, answer the following question. Find the probability that the drawn card is face card. Now you know that each pack there are 12 face cards, so it was supposed to be 12 plus 12, which is 24. Each deck there is 12, but what happens, one queen of hearts fell down, so what will be the probability of face cards there? It will be only here, you need to here subtract total 24 minus 1, it will be 23, but it will be out of 101 because now total number of possible outcomes are going to be 101. Then the second one, find the probability that the drawn card is either a king or a queen. Now again we are talking about both the deck of cards, right? So here it can be queen, king or queen. Now each one pack there are four kings. So here four kings plus second pack it's going to be four kings. So there are eight kings and the first pack is the four queen and one of the pack one queen card from any of the pack it fell down, so it's a total 7. Altogether there are 15 cards, so it's going to be there 15 by 101 because again 3 card fell down. Now here, how do you do this question here? Next question, if you will see here, probability based question, it says, do you think the probability of getting a queen was higher if none of the cards were dropped? So what you are going to find out here, justify your answer. So first, none of the cards were dropped means the queen, there are total 8 queens in 2 pack of cards, so it will be 8 by 104 because none of the cards fell down. And the other one, the probability here, if I write down here, probability when it is dropped, it was 7 because one queen card was dropped, it is 7 by 101. Now these are the two fractions, either you convert it into decimal or compare, or you can convert it into like fraction. So if I convert it into decimal, I'll be getting here 0.7692, and here if we divide 7 divided by 101, you will get here 0.0693. If you'll see, this is greater value. So if number of cards were, all the number of cards were there, then the probability will be more. Now orbit, what is given here? Find the probability that the drawn card is a jack. Compare it with the probability when none of the cards were drawn, in which case the probability of getting jack is higher. Now jack, how many jacks are there? Total 8. So none of the cards are dropped, so 8 by 104. Now here we're getting jack when it is dropped. Now still because only queen card is dropped, so jack, number of jacks are same, which is 8, but the total number of cards are decrease here. Now again if I divide here, 8 divided by 104, it's going to be the same value, same as this, it is 0.07692. Now divide here, 8 divided by 101 here, if I take it, it is 0.0792, right? Now here if you'll see, if you'll do the comparison where it is more, you know that you don't need to, without doing conversion also, you know that because here numerators are same 8 and 8. Greater the denominator, smaller the value. Here smaller the denominator, greater the value. That's why if you do the comparison, this is greater. So in this case, when it got dropped, because you are dividing by the smaller number, the probability will be higher. Let us go for the next question here. This is the last question, case study question. It says here, if I take it, a model of leafy ball fountain is made to kept on the tabletop. Water gently cascades down the ball into the decorative cylindrical pool where it is recycled. The diameter of spherical ball is 21 centimeter. Now diameter of spherical ball means I can take this, it is 21 centimeter, right? Cylindrical pool outer diameter is 50 centimeter and inner diameter is 40 centimeter. Height of the solid base. Now this is the base which is given with the height as 14 centimeter. The height of the water filled, it is 7 centimeter. What do I need to find out? Determine the total height of the fountain. Now if you'll see, the fountain height is going to be this total height from here till here. So you can take this total is 14. So total height is going to be here 21 plus 14, that is going to be 35 centimeter. Now in the next question, what do I need to find out? Volume of the ball. Now ball, it is nothing but spherical in shape. Now what is the volume of a sphere here? If I take here, volume of sphere is going to be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now diameter is this, so radius is 21 by 2, right? If I do the cancellation, you will get the answer, which is 21 by 2 times 21 by 2 times 21 by 2. And if you solve it, you must get it here 4851, right? Cubic centimeter. This is the volume. Now, what is written in the next part here? If 1/3 of ball is submerged in the water, find the volume of water filled in the pool. Now here you need to find out here inner diameter, you will take it, right? Because the water is inside, correct? So you are going to consider the inner diameter and you need to remove, because 1/3 of bottle is submerged, right? So it is taking place here. So what can I do here? I can take here volume of cylinder, volume of third part, first bit, okay, A part. Volume of cylinder minus 1/3 of volume of sphere, because we need to find out how much water is there when the sphere is not there. So what can I take it here? Pi r square h. So pi r square h minus 1 by 3 times 4 by 3 pi r cube. You have already calculated the sphere volume in the second part. What can I do here? 22 by 7. Now you need to decide here R. R is going to be taken, you will take it as inner diameter is 20 centimeter, right? So you will take radius will be 40 centimeters. So radius is going to be 20 centimeter. So radius you will not take, because we are not finding how much material is used. It will be 20 square times height of the water. It is taken as 7 centimeter minus 1 by 3 times 4851. If you do the simplification, you will be getting here, this will be 400, so it will be 8800 minus, if you do the cancellation, 3 ones are 6 are 1s are 7s are, right? And you will be getting here 7183 cubic centimeter is the volume, right? Volume of water filled in the pool. Now in this question, this orbit, if you will see, we need to find out the sum of outer curved surface area of the cylindrical part. That means I need to find out this part, outer curved surface area, right, and sum of the surface area of the ball. So you know that outer surface area will be 2 pi rh plus 4 pi r square, that is the surface area of the ball. Now only you have to find out the both the r's are not same, correct? Here the spherical ball r is 21 by 2, and for this outer diameter was 50 meters, so radius is going to be 25 centimeters. So what can I substitute here? If we take it here, this is 2 times 22 by 7 times r is going to be here 25 into h is height of the cylinder, here it is 14, then plus, then we need to take it here, 4 times 22 by 7 into 21 by 2 times 21 by 2. And now if you will substitute here, if you will simplify this, you will get the answer. 3s are, and this is 2 1s are, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are, 2 1s are. So what is left here? It is 50 times 22 plus here 66 times 21, right? If you do this, you will get the answer. Let me quickly check here. 22 into 50, it's going to be 1100. So it is going to be 1100. This 2 is also there. This 2 and this 2, it will be 444 into 50. This will be 2200 plus, then you are left with here 66 into 21. 66 into 21, which is going to be 1386, and if you will add both, you will get the answer, plus 2200 if I take it. So the total surface area will be 3586 square centimeter. Right, so here your case study ends. Hope you got it. Any question, if you feel you need to know the full solution, please send the message in the chat. I'll send you the solution. Thank you. Hope you got this. All the best for your other exams. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Also keep practicing.